This is the P2P protocol for the superficial and deep back lines. So we're going to start with the plantar fascia. So the bottom of the feet has fascial connection all the way up to the top of the head in this line. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off and we're going to just nice and easy. You got to get lots of pressure on this, so I'm going to support the ball until she gets pressure. So there's lots of down pressure. She's going to move her foot from the front of her foot to the back of her foot, and she's going to extend her toes as much as physically possible. I'll even assist this. Good. She's going to come to the front of the foot and she's going to wrap her toes around the sphere. And again, the key is to keep decent pressure on this. So you may notice the client will have to adjust to keep pressure here, but it's also my job as a trainer to keep with the client to make sure she's getting the assistance that she needs. Good. Wrap those toes nice and strong. Excellent job. You can start angling this if you want. You can also start to rotate the foot if there's a spot that's a little bit sore, more that pin and move type technique. Awesome. We're going to move off the ball and onto the viper. She's going to put this in the thoracolumbar region, so actually the lumbar pelvic region. So the sacral region is just above the sacrum and then into the lumbar spine, but we're going to make sure we're getting to the side, what's called the thoracolumbar fascia. So she's in that position right now. She's going to drop her knees side to side. It's actually not a bad idea to do exactly what she's doing. You don't have to use vibration here. But if she uses her hands like that, also she's getting some opening in the chest right now. She's keeping the elbows down and back. She's moving the tissue side to side. I generally will get people to hold the side just for a second or two and let the work go with the blood flow getting into that thoracolumbar region. And we're just pinning and moving around that tissue, which is incredibly important for the lower back flexibility. Good, now we're going to move on to the hamstrings. So what I tend to do with the hamstring, just for simplicity, is I tend to run it straight up and down. So what I'll tend to do is get to the top of the hamstring with just below the ischial tuberosity, again on tissue, not on bone, and I'll just shift the tissue side to side. So let the vibration do its work, and I'll just gently sort of shift that tissue side to side. Then I'll start to work my way down. So notice what I'm doing. I'm just doing a twisting action, and I'm just working my way through. And again, I can use slightly inside or slightly outside as I do so, but it's just a simple little back and forth action, working my way down the entire length of the hamstring. Again, as I get close to the knee, I'd be very careful not to get onto the knee joint itself. Awesome. Good, and then last but not least is where I'm going to try and activate. So another way to stretch the back is to activate the front. So we're just going to use a technique. I'll use the ball for this one. Good. If I can turn this bad boy off. Maybe not. Yep. Okay. Both Shelly and I are half blind. So what I'm going to do is use the ball again, and we're going to do just above the knee, rect fem. Okay, so we're going to do the insertion of the rectus femoris. And I'm just going to do, again, very gently here, just side to side. Again, not on the knee, above the bone, onto the tissue. I can do a series of these little twists. I can move side to side. I'm just generally trying to pick off the nervous system at the origin insertion because it's very mechanoreception deep in this particular area, okay? The Golgi tendon organs are located in this particular area. I can also run this whole protocol, again, same idea, sort of just moving along the rect fem, general activation, fairly quickly moving towards the top, somewhere around 10 to 15 seconds down there, 10 to 15 seconds up the thigh, and then we get at the top of the thigh. Exact same thing, now we're going to get at the origin, okay? So just below the iliac crest, again, below the bone, onto the meat, making sure we're activating the rectus femoris. By strengthening this muscle, we're actually telling the muscles on the back to relax. That is your P2P protocol for the superficial and deep back lines.